Oh,
Yeah,
no, I
definitely.
probably would, but I wouldn't be able to stay by myself in a room. Like I'd have to have someone literally like right next to me because I would shit myself if I heard anything. I do like scary stuff, but stuff like that. It's a bit extra that.
Last year, my friend Gemma, who was Miss Great Britain, we went.
Yeah. You've been watching. You watched more than you let on. I think.
No, it's that one I'm on about. The one that was to be released when you was in the house.
What story?
Carry on with your sprinkling gold and he gets gold on him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He's a cool guy, Josh. Anyway, and he has lots of supernatural stuff.
A night there.
Just you two?
Yeah, and a cameraman, and because we're going to record it and put it on YouTube. And going on about the house, and it's such a weird and creepy, eerie house. You just like feel it all around you.
Oh my God.
And we went into the bishop's room, which is meant to be one of the most haunted rooms. And we said, oh, we're going to sleep here, and so we lit a few candles, and so we said, is there anybody here? If there's anybody here, make yourselves known. And this is what happened. All the candles in the room went out at the same time.
Shut up, really?
And she freaked us.
That'd be me. I would run out. I would be out that door as quick as you could say ghost. Like honestly.
Yeah.
Wow.
She freaked out, and I started laughing. Like you know when you. I suppose it was like nervous laughter.
Yeah.
So she's screaming her head off, trying to get, because the room was pitch black. And I'm like giggling and laughing, and then she wouldn't stay the night there.
Really?
Right. No, I wouldn't. Not a chance.
Yeah, but they might be good though.
And we saw black spots everywhere.
What do you mean black spots?
Whereas when you walk
In the room. So the manager goes in, can't find it anywhere in the room. The room had been cleaned by the maid. So Josh is really worried, and he says, well look, ask the maid if she found the ring while she was in there. So he asked the maid.
I once went to a haunted pub.
See, now this is what I think it's a little bit weird, right? You know, because obviously Dave talks about like seeing balls of energy and stuff like that, and like to me sometimes it doesn't really sound believable. But then when I think about ghosts, I think that seems more believable to me. But at the same time, it is on the same kind of level as the stuff that he's saying. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
In certain ways. Which is a bit weird. I don't know if I'll be able to handle like staying at a haunted house.
I think once you've seen it and you think, yeah, I've had that experience, something's happened, then you start believing in it more.
I'd like to be a ghost when I die. Going around haunting people.
Oh, you'd be terrible, you, Mario. You'd be in the bathroom with them all the time, naked.
The naked
They'd be
ghost.
getting well pissed off. Turning the water hot and cold.
Yeah, I look forward to it. My afterlife is going to be fun. It's funny how things like that will scare you, because like a ghost couldn't actually hurt you, but it's something, it triggers something primal, and you can't help being scared.
I find that weird as well.
Imagine if it was haunted in here. That'd be weird, wouldn't it? Like, I don't know, like if it obviously it'd be a bit different because we'd think it was
Big Brother doing something.
Big Brother doing something. But can you imagine just random shit started happening? But we'd think it was them, but they'd be like, fuck.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Oh my God, imagine that was happening and we didn't know.
Yeah. Or if we saw something like a ghost walking around a bit different. For sure. That'd be weird.
What, is Josie not coming to bed yet?
Joe's.
No, she's in bed. I can hear her. Yeah, but I see little orbs of light, little orbs of energy over time. Not in here, but just every now and again I'll see them like move around the house, move around the room or something like that.
That's weird.
Yeah.
I don't know if they're ghosts or anything, or whether I've got an eye disorder or like.
Probably something to do with your eyes.
Who said that? That'd be weird. I mean, like, cause I always think if you've got ghosts in your house watching you, would that put you off, like if you're like married or have a girlfriend or boyfriend? Would that put you off having sex knowing there's dead people watching you?
Did you see like Paranormal Activity? That they tried to say was like
real.
All real, yeah, it's bullshit.
It was a good film. I liked it.
I thought it was crap. That's a joke when they go out, leave the camera on, and then the like Ouija board sets on fire, and like the house doesn't burn down. They just that sets on fire, and windows open.
If that was really happening in the house you were in,
shit me up.
Would you stay there?
No, not a chance.
No.
I'd be moving out straight
Yeah,
away. that guy that come round their house told them they would follow him, didn't it?
Yeah.
Because it was like, I don't know what he called it, one of the certain, not poltergeist, but one of the other ones, a demon. Yeah, a demon, and it's always going to be coming after him.
And
imagine someone tells you that.
Yeah.
Like,
Remember?
oh no, there's nothing like a demon, sorry, you got a demon that's following around, you can't get away from it.
And a bit when they put flour on the floor and you saw those hoof prints appear in it.
Oh yeah.
I'd be shitting if I saw that. I'd be out the window. See you later. I'd dump her. I'd say, sorry, love. This demon, that is your problem. I'm out of here. I feel like there's a third person in our relationship.
I would like to see a ghost.
Would you?
Yeah.
My mum's seen one.
Has
Like,
she?
yeah, I used to live in a pub for like quite a few years.
Yeah.
And they always said that it was funny. I think I might have seen a ghost, you know, as well. Like, because it was a bit weird, right? Anyway, yeah. My mum's not scared of ghosts or anything. She said she spoke to her and just said, "Are you alright? How you
Did
doing?"
she?
Yeah, and then just carried on with doing what she was doing. But basically, yeah, it was said that it was haunted by women. We don't know why or how or whatever. But like weird things used to always happen. And there was just one time, like my ex-girlfriend and my ex-ex, we were staying in the pub. Like,
Oh my gosh, someone should get the golden.
But it's a sign, it's a supernatural sign, you know, it's
Yeah.
evidence that
You
like
could
God is
use it-
real and the spirit
yeah.
realm is
You
real.
could
And
use it for something good though. You know what I mean? If you get all the gold, you could use it to like.
he had something really cool happen. You want to hear a story of there's something called bilocation, where actually you're in two places at one time. In the spirit realm, all this stuff is real. The reason it sounds weird when I tell you is because you don't really engage around the spirit, but you could talk to like witches, witch doctors,
Yeah.
warlocks, and they would tell you this stuff is
Yeah.
real. And the early Christian mystics used to have this stuff happen all the time. From about the 1500s right up through to like 1700s, you had hundreds and hundreds of Christian mystics in the Catholic Church that would like be translated in the spirit. Some of them would float up off the ground. Some of them would get a stigmata where their hands would bleed, like with
Yeah.
the blood, just like, you know, where Jesus was crucified. I mean, weird stuff. There's so much documented evidence. I've got hundreds of books of documented evidence from church history of supernatural signs and wonders. So the reason like it seems weird is because we live in a Western world where we're told to rationalize everything, to be logical, to think, and we reason away anything that's outside of our reasoning. It's like it doesn't exist. The Western mindset sort of shuts all that stuff down. So one of the things, one of the reasons we become a little bit controversial is because over the last 4 years we've started seeing, and people don't understand it because we live according to like how we perceive things. If we can't understand it, then we think it doesn't exist. You go to Africa, you'll hear stories of like witch doctors fly in and living underwater for days at a time where they shouldn't be able to breathe, and you know, like putting curses on people and they die in, all this sort of crazy stuff. So this realm is so real. So my mate Joshua, the same guy, he's in a meeting in America.
Exactly.
I think we're all scared of like the unknown, aren't we?
Yeah.
So,
Yeah.
I'd probably scream and run away, but then think, shit, why didn't I just like
Like,
say something?
Because can you imagine, like, even E.T., yeah, you know the film, like,
Yeah.
imagine if something like that actually happened, you would still shit yourself.
Yeah.
Even though you think, oh, it might be quite cool.
Did you
to-
cry at E.T.?
Did I? Yeah, I did when I was a kid. Like, not anymore, because I've seen it so many times. But, yeah, can you imagine? Like, you would shit yourself. Just because it's not what you're used to and not something that you'd expect to happen.
I can't wait for extraterrestrials to reveal their existence to Earth. They'll change mankind forever. Unless they're hostile, then we're
But
fucked.
where are they coming from, then?
Well, who knows? The universe is so large.
Did you watch The Simpsons when they had the ghosts from outer space and big things with the big eyes?
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah, they're always in the Halloween specials, aren't they?
They always come up randomly, don't they?
I can't remember. I remember the first episode they appear in. Marge says, "What's your name?" And he says, "To pronounce your name properly, I have to rip out your tongue."
Yeah.
If you could meet an alien, you could ask an alien one question. What would you ask it?
Where the fuck you come from?
Yeah.
Or
I don't know.
Yeah, I don't know what I
Because why would they understand me?
Do you speak English? That's
Yeah. Well,